Like I feel like a lot of wrestlers are like, there's a lot of like their true person, whoever they are, away from TV.
Oh no, definitely
in their character,
no,
but there's still
be.
like you have to play up the character on TV.
Right. You know, the best.
And a lot of artists is like, you know, at the end of the day, like when you're on camera, when you're on that stage, you got to get into that mode. Like, all right,
100%. Like, you know, the best way I say it is like, you know, like Curb Your Enthusiasm. You know what I'm saying? Like that Larry David is really Larry David in that show, but like he's up in the ante. You know what I'm saying?
Great. You're a Curb fan?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the best comedy ever.
Yeah, it's probably the funniest show. Like
I
that.
think it's the funniest show ever.
Yeah, like that show like genuinely makes me like laugh out loud. Like, that show and Always Sunny. Like
Always Sunny's. You know what's funny though?
Always Sunny is like 6. Sometimes I
think I knocked out the first 4 or 5 seasons, and then it just got to the point where I was like, this is a lot.
All right, but what would you like? What's your like favorite show of all time?
Show?
Yeah.
The Wire.
Okay, that's a good
So
one.
I like The Wire, Breaking Bad.
Sopranos.
Those are my main 2. I loved Game of Thrones, but the last season and a half sucked dick, so it kind of ruined it for me. Huh?
No Sopranos?
Sopranos was up there for sure. Sopranos in the top 5. And then I would probably say...
Yeah, I just finished... me and my girl watched Breaking Bad like a minute ago. Like, we were obviously late on it, but yo, that shit was so crazy.
Better Call Saul is fucking amazing.
Well, she got bored watching that shit.
See, that's the same thing with my girl. I try to get into season 1. There's not enough action.
Yeah.
But you got to get through the first season.
I mean, we got to like season 2. It's still kind of slow. But like, I don't like watching shit alone. Like, I'd rather just be like writing or something.
There was a show that my most slept on show ever. There was a show, the first show on FX that popped. It was called The Shield with Michael Chiklis, the bald fuck who played
Michael Chiklis?
This guy. The Shield.
What the fuck? That's a crazy name.
No, you know him because he played the motherfucking dude from Fantastic Four. This bald fuck. You've never seen this guy? This is the actor. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
He was in Fantastic Four.
Okay, yeah.
But anyway, watch The Shield. It's so good. Oh, also shout out. Well, comedy wise. Eastbound and Down's up there.
Eastbound and Down is funny as fuck. That shit is funny as hell.
Righteous Gemstones pretty goddamn good. And
Righteous Gems?
Righteous Gemstones. It's Danny McBride's new show on HBO. It's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
But I would put Curb, The Boondocks.
Boondocks is funny as hell.
Yeah, those are my 2 for sure. But Curb's the GOAT.
Curb is
When it comes to comedy, then
the thing that it's really good at, and I feel like all good just anything does this is it like makes you relate to the character in a way that you feel like you shouldn't, but you still relate to them. And that's the thing is like in a lot of the situations, like Larry logically isn't wrong.
He's not wrong. It's the delivery.
Then it's like, yes. And then it's like, you know, and then sometimes it's overreaction, but it's also just like he refuses to be the bigger person, which still is something that a lot of people relate to. So,
or they want to. Or they wish damn, I wish I could be like Larry and just.
Yeah, man.
Lonely life Larry lives, man.
Amen.
Cheryl left him. Anyway, shout out to Larry, man.
He's a wild
You know, it's
dude.
funny. I haven't watched the finale yet.
I mean, I don't watch a ton of the new episodes.
Oh, no, I've watched every episode except the last one. I don't want it to end.
I watched like up to like season, I want to say like 12, I feel like, or 13.
I don't know if there's 13 seasons. I think the last season was 12 or 13. You might be right. But nonetheless, finish. I mean, dude, the last season is amazing. It's good.
And when I rewatch it, I just really go through like the first probably 6 seasons.
Jeff's wife, Susie, she's on a bunch of billboards and they start spray painting dicks coming out of her mouth.
Oh, nice.
It's so good.
That's crazy.
It's so good. Shout out to Larry David. How's the road been? Any crazy experiences on tour so far?
Nothing like insane.
Are you able to eat okay on the road? Because I feel like if you're touring, you gotta eat like shit almost.
I mean, I eat like shit anyways. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really gotta change my diet up a little bit. But it hasn't been a crazy change as opposed to everything. But you know what I'm saying? But nothing really crazy. The New York show was ill. We had a fight on stage and shit like that.
An actual fight?
Yeah, I brought like 30 people on stage.
During your set?
During my set.
What the fuck?
It was lit. And the show continued. The show went on and I crowd surfed after that.
Who won the fight? Nobody?
Do you want the whole breakdown?
Yeah, well, so what happened? 30 people were on stage.
So I bring a whole lot of people on stage. It's that baby's all right. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm not going to name anybody's name. But anyway, so like some dude is on the stage. producer who has worked with a lot of my friends.
Okay.
He's really drunk and he's bumping into the fucking DJ controller. And people are kind of like, yo, like straighten up a little bit, bro. Like
you're fucking with the show.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like chill out a little, man.
Yeah,
like,
your guy's got his laptop. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And he's like too drunk to kind of realize. And I got a homie who's, you know, very serious about, you know, just staying in line.
Correct.
And, you know, he didn't really take too kindly to that. And, you know, he started kind of like pressing him on stage. Like, cause he asked him nicely and then I think he said something back. And then he was about to like fuck him up on stage. And then another one of my homies realized and kind of like pushed them to the back of the stage. Mind you, I'm performing. I didn't realize for like a hot second. And there's kind of like a whose man's is this check? My man, Life of Tom comes through, grabs the homie off stage, kind of throws him outside. And then continued outside. I think the main thing that I heard pop the bottle was someone was like, yo, you was about to fuck up Sko's set. And he was like, fuck Sko's set. And the motherfuckers was like, word.
Oh, yeah.
And then I heard he was getting the shit kicked out of him outside.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. But,
hey, man, listen, if you're drunk on stage,
you gotta be respectful, right?
You don't fuck with the DJ.
It's an opportunity,
shit.
You know? Like, look, like, you know, if you've been
But it is the ultimate whose man's is this moment.
Yeah, it was like a hip-hop show.
Like, who the fuck is this guy?
Right.
Who's he with?
Right, exactly. You definitely wasn't with me.
Who's the drunk fucking guy?
Exactly. And sometimes, you know, the green room at rap shows.
Where was this at? SOBs?
Nah, but SOBs is definitely a similar vibe. Shout outs to SOBs. Okay. I performed there plenty of times. But, you know, like at them New York hip-hop shows, sometimes the green room is not as well monitored as it should be.
That makes sense.
And we've seen it happen time and time again. So that's just everybody was fine, you know what I'm saying? And life goes on, and we started a great set. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that night, man. Everybody who was there. That was crazy.
There's no way you were in the studio with Conway on this one, huh? It had to be an email thing.
I wasn't. But my manager Salim is very, very close with him.
I just know Conway very, very well, and I know that the likeliness of you being in the studio with Conway.
Yo, and it was funny.
Unlikely.
Because it's funny, right? So my thing with the Conway verse is, so Salim and him are very close, and I met Conway probably 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, great guy.
But like very like, you know, in like small doses. Yeah, he's a very solid dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's always been very cool to me. But you know, I met him a couple of times with Salim and a couple of times with Static. And whatever, like every time I met him, he kind of like was like more familiar with me, whatever. Right. And then like Salim like asked him like, yo, you could lace this up. He sent the verse over in like a day. And I'm thinking
that's a good turnaround time for him.
Oh yeah. No, he blessed it. Yeah. You know, him and Salim were super tight. And you know, the record is dope. So, you know, it was cool. You know, he just super blessed us, you know.
Have you been to Buffalo?
I have not been to Buffalo.
I've been.
Is it how is it?
It's what everyone thinks Cleveland and Detroit is.
Yo, I was gonna say, is it Detroit like?